protest that characterized various parts of the country. Of course, the president giving an assurance that security is of utmost importance and they've deployed the necessary security agencies to quell the situation, even as he called out criminal elements pretending to be protesters in those peaceful protests. Well, we'll definitely keep you informed, but that's the latest from President William Ruto, terming those events as treacherous. But away from that, we now want to shift focus to other stories making headlines just today. As you well know, the Global Peace Leadership Conference is currently ongoing right here in the capital, Nairobi, where various regional leaders are congregated at Upper Hill, specifically Radisson Blu Hotel, where President William Ruto is actually expected to be one of the keynote speakers in this particular event. Equally, Azimio leader Raila Odinga and other high-ranking officials expected to speak during the Global Peace Leadership Conference. I just want to cross over to our reporter, David Mudoka, who's joining us from Radisson Blu Hotel, coming to us live, just to bring us up to speed with what we can expect from this particular conference. Mind you, it's all centered on peace, Mudoka, but we saw a trail of death and destruction left in the trail of the protests yesterday. Excesses recorded from not just the police, but some of the protesters as well, as they raided key government installations. What can we expect from that Peace Leadership Conference?
Well, Jesse, indeed, we are coming to you live from the Radisson Blu Hotel in Upper Hill, Nairobi, which is the venue for this year's Global Peace Leadership Conference. And as you mentioned, President William Ruto had been invited to deliver the keynote address in this conference. We also saw invites being extended to ODM leader Raila Odinga. Other regional leaders, including former presidents, are also expected to be here to address the conference, including former Nigeria President Olusegun Obasanjo, as well as former Liberia President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. But we understand that the president, and that is William Ruto, will not be coming. The president will not be attending this conference. And to understand why and the reasons behind that, I have the executive director of the Global Peace Leadership Foundation here in Kenya, Daniel Juma, to shed more light into that. Thank you so much, sir, for being here and for granting us this interview. We were here from 9 a.m. expecting to see the president here to address the conference, as well as shed more light even into the events that we've seen in recent days concerning the peace and the riots and the protests and demonstrations that have been taking place in the country. Why is the president, number one, not attending? And number two, was it his decision or your decision as the Global Peace Foundation?
Thank you so much. Thank you, and I really thank KTN for coming here at Radisson Blu. Indeed, we expected the official opening ceremony to kick off today from 10 o'clock, but we have decided, in light of the events that went on yesterday, not to go ahead with the official opening ceremony. So the position is that the official opening ceremony, which was supposed to be addressed by His Excellency the President and other leaders, will not go on, because as you know, we have had, even on social media, some of those protesters were saying they will occupy Radisson Blu, So we don't want to be a scapegoat, for anything that may happen. So as a peace organization, we take seriously matters to do with peace, and we want to give opportunity for the Kenyan people, for the government and the Kenyan people to be able to calm down the situation. As you know, we have hundreds of delegates who have come, from all over the, continent and all over the world. They're here. But, for the protesters who have been saying that they will occupy here, so we decided that, we would rather not go ahead with the official opening ceremony, and we proceed with the other discussions. The other tracks, the other sessions will go on as planned. But what we are not having is the official opening ceremony, which His Excellency the President and other leaders who are supposed to address. Yeah.
The other delegates that you've invited, we of course expect former presidents here, as well as other regional leaders, have of course been monitoring the situation in the country. How is the mood? Are they also turning up? And what is your engagement with them in the past few hours?
Yes, so other leaders from, all invited VIPs have already checked in, they're around. His Excellency President Obasanjo from Nigeria is already in the venue, in the hotel. We expect Sally Johnson, also anytime, and very, very many people are here. Even Dr. Preston, Hyunjin Preston Moon, the chairman of Global Peace Foundation, is already here. So it was all systems go. But what happened yesterday, especially seeing what happened in Parliament, where we had protesters going into Parliament, and we had some of these young people losing their lives. Actually, we were coming from Konza. We had a meeting at Konza where we did tree planting with the head of public service, which was very successful. But coming back from Konza, we were stuck 3 hours with Dr. Preston Moon. 3 hours on the road. We could not pass through Mlolongo. And so that kicked in a reality that something was not going right. So we missed a very, very important dinner, late lunch session with Dr. Chandaria at Mutaiga because the roads were impassable. Yeah, so that made us rethink. And really, it was a difficult decision. We had a meeting with our partners, the Interreligious Council of Kenya, Bishop Lago from Malindi was here. We had a discussion with Dr. Manu Chandaria. Also, we had a discussion with the representatives from State House, and we reached a decision that it is in the interest of everyone that we do not, because you could see social media. People are saying, we will be coming to Radisson Blu. So we decided that it's in the best interest of everyone that we don't proceed with the official opening ceremony, so that we are able to give everyone an opportunity to calm down the situation. And as you know, this conference is not a Kenyan conference. It's an African conference. Kenya is just the venue, and people are already here. Delegates are here from all parts of the world. However, the demonstrations that are, going on, the protest, of course, Article 37 of the Constitution allows people to picket, but they need to be peaceful. All demonstrations must be peaceful. So we want to urge Kenyan youth, to, enter into dialogue with the government. His Excellency the President had said that he wants to dialogue with the youth. As Global Peace Foundation, we want to use this conference also as an opportunity, to mediate this issue. And had discussion with Dr. Preston Moon, and we are looking forward to having a discussion, with all concerned to see whether we can be able to even mediate so that this situation can be handled. It doesn't get out of hand, because this nation, as you know, is a peaceful nation. The president and his government has done a good job inviting international, delegates. Even the Minister of Foreign Affairs invited the diplomatic corps to come. However, these things just happen, and some delegates, of course, have been calling and are telling us whether it is safe, and some participants, of course, have also been, saying that, they are not able to, we can assure them of their safety if they're not coming. And so we just want to assure them that, even though the official opening ceremony is not going on, you can still participate in the conference virtually. So we send out a virtual link. I've released a statement with the virtual link where you are able to participate in the sessions, and the virtual links are free. Just log in and be able to take part. And for those who are taking part in the sessions, the breakout sessions, we welcome them so that we can come and have a sober discussion. This is a very important session on youth, and we are urging the youth that going the way, breaking through Parliament, that's not the best way to address these issues. I think we need to seek a solution, a peaceful solution. And we are here as Global Peace Foundation. And President Obasanjo is here, and Dr. Preston Moon is here. Dr. Manu Chandari is here. The religious community are here. We want to solve this issue. So look at this conference as an opportunity to solve this problem that has just happened. We did not expect that it would be happening at this time, at the same time when we were having the conference. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. And I wish you the very best in the rest of your program, sir. And asante sana for your response and your time. Thank you. Yes, that is Daniel Juma, the Executive Director of the Global Peace Foundation here in the country, shedding more light into why President William Ruto, as well as some of the dignitaries that he was supposed to come with to address the attendees of the conference, will not be attending. And just saying that this comes against the backdrop of the violent demonstrations that were witnessed in the Nairobi Central Business District yesterday, and precisely that storming into Parliament by a number of rioters last evening, just a few moments after the finance bill had been voted for by members of Parliament. Just say that's it for now from the Radisson Blu Hotel in Upper Hill. Back to you in studio.